And it's life.
All right, good morning. Today is another beautiful Tuesday.
Pamayim Kitov.
Alright,
Twice.
Kito, it's the beginning of Mematin Simcha. All right.
Yeah. Matim ha-b'simcha.
All
Also
right.
beginning
So
Svaris.
we're gonna do a quick recap. We don't have a long time today, so we're gonna do a quick recap of the beginning, the first two parts of Torah Nun Vav. So basically, it said the pasuk ביום הביקורים בהקריבכם מנחה חדשה להשם בשבועותיכם מקרא הקודש יהיה לכם כל מלאכת העבודה לא תעשו. And he says about this pasuk, he doesn't connect it yet, but this is the pasuk that we're gonna work on. And basically, he said that everyone of Am Yisrael have a level of a ruling around them. Some of them is Esther, some of them is Begalui.
Right.
Everybody have a different level of ruling.
You rule yourself or you
Yeah.
rule, or whether your influence is felt in your town.
Right, but you have influence,
family
and now
felt,
each influence.
It's like influencers.
Yep, exactly. Each influencer, each guy should make sure not to use his ruling and influence to a bad thing, because you could take it wrong, but influence to bad thing. And how do you do that? By bringing long days to your ruling, to your influence. And how do you do the long? How do you in the long days? It's not like long life. It's to make sure, from what we discussed here, at least the way we understand it, is make you days long.
Right.
And how do you do your days long?
Not meaning that even minutes. In other words, right now, are we having a short minute or a long minute?
Exactly.
What impact are you getting into your minutes? Now, how do we do that?
How do you do that? By learning Torah. Why by learning Torah? Because when you want to call a friend, or you call a name and you come. And over here, when you want to call life is God, and the name of God is Eraisa. So by learning Torah, you're getting long days.
So this is a beautiful thing that he's saying. That's very practical. Is by learning Torah, you connect to the source of our life, and by doing that, you bring impact into your minutes, into every moment of your life. You bring impact through learning Torah, and by bringing impact into every moment, that's how you become an influencer. Right. That's how you become an influencer of good. That whoever you influence, no matter how wide or narrow that is, you've had a great impact.
Second.
It's a very what do you call it? It's a very impactful thing he's saying.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So, basically, because you need to. So when you learn Torah, you need to use because when you call someone a name, right? So you want to call the Eibishter, so
right, and all the Torah.
So you need to learn and like take the words out of your mouth.
Right. It's like if I need you for something, and then I'll yell at you later and say, Bunim, I was thinking your name. Why didn't you turn around? Why didn't you say something?
Exactly.
Yeah, so Torah is Hashem's name. You have to say
it. When you want to have Arichas Yomim, you need to learn Torah. And how do you get to learn Torah? When you learn Torah, you're basically calling the Eibishter, and by calling the Eibishter, you're getting Das. And what's Das gives you? Arichas Yomim, and Arichas Yomim is from Torah. The Das brings you to actually to learn more Torah, gives you life.
Yeah.
Because the main thing of liveliness is the Das. Right.
So
it's a kind of like
it's like a cycle. Stuff. It's like which we know now. It's nowadays in these success theories, right? They talk about cycles, right? Because you're not even somebody very successful. He's not having every moment. What's it called? Right? Like imagine a guy who says does sales online. So sales doesn't know. There's also a return. There's lower season, but the cycle is like going up.
Now is continuing. Let's continue today. Part 3 of the
part 3 of Nun Vav 56. Yeah.
Yes. כי יש שני הסתרות. There is 2 levels of items. וכשהשם יתברך נסתר בהסתרה אחת, גם כן קשה מאוד למוצאו. Because when the Eibishter is basically having one level of astor, it's still very hard to find him. אך אף על פי כן, כשהוא נסתר בהסתרה אחת, אפשר להיגע ולחתור עד שימצא אותו. But even though it's very hard to find him when he's in hiding, in one level of hiding, level 1 hiding, right?
Level 1 hiding, yeah. When it's a level 1 hider.
But you still you could go and work yourself out until you can find him.
So even that's level 1 hiding is it's hard to find him.
But you could do that.
But if you try very hard, you can
מאחר
find him.
שיודע שהשם יתברך נסתר ממנו, because the level 1 of a story, you know that the Eibishter is hiding from you. אבל, this why you could work out to find it.
Right.
אבל כשהשם יתברך נסתר בהסתרה, תוך הסתרה, but the Eibishter is hiding, within hiding, דהיינו שההסתרה בעצמה נסתרת ממנו, דהיינו שאינו יודע כלל שהשם יתברך נסתר ממנו. This is level 2 hiding.
That's I feel a little bit hastara. Hastara wasn't even a hiding within a hiding. The hiding itself is hidden.
Hiding.
You don't even realize he's hidden. It's not when you know he's hidden. Oh, I can find you now.
Exactly.
When the hidden itself is hidden.
דהיינו שיודע כלל, דהיינו שאינו יודע כלל שהשם יתברך נסתר ממנו, אזי אי אפשר כלל למצוא אותו. When you don't even know that, you know, if you know there is a treasure under your house, so you're going to go and start finding it, right? But if the treasure is still there and you don't even know it's there, then you don't even know what to look for.
There's a beautiful thing on those lines. There was a Fabrengen. It's actually you can find it on YouTube even. It's a Fabrengen where the Lubavitcher Rebbe is talking. And he's talking about this marshal of the king sends the prince away to find him. And then once I'm here, he builds a house so you can feel comfortable. And when the Rebbe is talking about this, he's crying.
Oh wow!
He says, and it comes a point. He was talking about why we have to go out and find Jews and do mivtzoyim and put tefillin. And he says it comes a point that the prince doesn't remember he's looking anymore. The Rebbe started crying. But in other words, this is the same thing. Is he doesn't when there's a hastara, I'm looking for him.
You don't even know.
And then it comes a point you're not even looking anymore. You don't even know he's hidden. So then.
וזה בחינס ואונוכי אסתר אסתיר. It says in the Vorim. And this is the level, the astor שבתוך astor, like the is aster astir. דהיינו שאסתיר האסתור, that I will hide that I'm hiding. שלא ידעו כלל שהשם יתברך נסתר, that you don't even know that the Eibishter is hiding. ואזי בוודאי אינו יכול למצוא אותו יתברך, מאחר שאינו יודע כלל שצריך לבקש אותו יתברך. And then you can't even find it because you don't know. You need to find it.
You don't know you're supposed to be looking anymore.
כי אינו יודע כלל שהשם יתברך נסתר ממנו, כי ההסתרה בעצמה נסתרת כנ"ל, because the eating itself is hiding. אבל בכנ"ל. That's it. It tells you a story. Now, Nachman comes and tells you. אבל באמת, אפילו בכל ההסתרות, אפילו בהסתרה שבתוך ההסתרה, בוודאי גם שם מולבש השם יתברך. Even in the hiding, inside the hiding. Inside of the hiding, of course, for sure, yeah. Even there, the Eibishter is dressed in. Not even there, it's there. It's his malbush. It's his malbush. That's his, it's his essence.
Meaning the hiding of hiding is
part of his essence. Even there, it's his essence.
Yeah. So to summarize so far. So you have two kinds of hiding.
What?
First kind.
The first kind is just regular hiding, that hiding sick. You're like, I'm hiding from you, come find me.
And there, if you're looking hard, you can find him.
Yes.
Okay, then there's a second type of hiding.
A kind of hiding that you don't know anybody's hiding, and he went to hide, and he took the hiding spot and hid it as well.
Right, so that's the hiding of the hiding. You don't even know he's hiding. Yeah. He hit the whole game. Even that he's hiding.
He didn't tell you he's hiding, and went to hide. And then he took the spot of the hiding.
He hit that also.
He did it also.
And even
he
there,
tell you about both of them that he went hiding.
And even there,
it doesn't say that you can find him.
Even
there, the Eibishter.
He's 100%. He's all the way there.
Even there, the Eibishter itself is dressed up there.
Yeah.
כי בוודאי, why? How come? כי בוודאי אין שום דבר שלא יהיה בו חיות השם יתברך. Because basically, the הסתורה שבתוך הסתורה is a צמצום של צמצום.
Right. It's yeah.
Right. This is why it's.
Right. It's a contraction within a contraction, meaning it's a hiding, a pulling away of his light.
It's more
within a pulling away of his light.
But what is it tzimtzum?
Meaning he's pulling away even the fact that he pulled away his light.
Why is it saying? What is it? What does it mean? Why is it coming and telling you? כי בוודאי אין שום דבר שלא יהיה בחיות השם יתברך. Well, don't we know that?
Right. Don't we know that there's nothing
because
besides
tzimtzum? It's not the lack of the Eibishter. Tzimtzum is the essence of the Eibishter, right? It's like when you take a sauce. You take tomato. you take tomato and water, put it on the stove,
Right.
and you cook it, and you cook it. You put one gallon. Well, after a long time of cooking, it's become so concentrate, right? But it's a cup. It's a half cup from a gallon.
Yeah.
Whatever. Don't get me on the exact amounts, but it's a concentrate. Tzimtzum is basically a concentration of
Yeah.
the Eibishter.
Right, but because of that you can't see it. It looks like almost.
This
I have a muscle for my
This is
ghost.
why you need to dilute it, right? And this is why you need to dilute it.
Right,
to
right.
be able to-
Otherwise you can't.
to-
Right, so it's the same thing with when Hashem's light by itself is too great for you
Exactly.
to. So
one second.
when he makes it smaller, then you could have some sort of realization of it.
Right.
I have a muscle from a ghost.
Ghost.
I made up my own muscle of a ghost.
Right.
You know, you take a sheet and you throw it on the ghost. Now you can see the ghost. You're not really seeing the ghost.
Right.
When you see the ghost in its full glory, you can't see it at all. Take off the sheet. Oh, now you see the ghost. No, now I don't see nothing. Right? So it's something like this.
Oh yeah, that's good. So basically, so even in the hiding, of course, the Eibishter is there, because how could you have anything here without the Eibishter? Without the Eibishter, because כי בלעדי חיותו לא היה לו קיום כלל. Without the liveliness of the Eibishter, it didn't even exist. ועל כן, בוודאי, בכל הדברים ובכל המעשים ובכל המחשבות מלובש שם השם יתברך. And this is why in all your thoughts, all the good thoughts, the bad thoughts, the Eibishter is there in essence.
עכשיו even my sin, all the things, all the things, all the
ואפילו,
all the thoughts.
oh, this is where it comes very, very, very good. I love this part.
Yeah.
ואפילו, אם חס ושלום, עושים דבר עבירה, שהוא לא כרצון השם יתברך. Even though you make an avera that
the transgression and it's mamish against his will.
No, yeah, against his will. See, he's saying כנגד רצון השם יתברך. You don't go against the Eibishter, you're only going against the will.
You can't go against the Eibishter, you can go against the will.
That it's not as he wishes you do. עם כל זה בוודאי יש שם חיות השם יתברך.
Right. The proof being that it's there, otherwise it would disappear.
אך שהוא בהלם ובצמצום גדול. But it's a very hiding. It's like in a very element. It's like
hidden,
yeah. and in very very concentrate.
Yeah.
והתורה היא החיות של כל דבר. And the Torah itself, it's the liveliness of everything, because we said, right? Or I say שמו של הקדוש ברוך הוא, right? So it's the Eibishter itself. נמצא שבכל הדברים, בכל המחשבות, אפילו מחשבה, דיבור ומעשה של עבירה, חס ושלום, יש שם גם כן התלבשות התורה. אך שהוא בהלם ובצמצום גדול מבחינת ההסתרה.
Even so he said, so he said first of all that all speech, thought, and action, Hashem is meaning all together, everything.
And even avera, you still have basically.
And even in a thing of an avera, even in a thought of an avera, a speech of an avera, and an action of an avera,
it's still there.
The Torah is still in that.
It's
but it's in a very hidden way.
Why? בבחינת הסתר, כי עבר ושנה נעשה לו כהתר, right? They said in the Gemara anyway. If somebody make an avera and then
the year passes,
it becomes to him like, ether. So what does it mean? כמו שאמרו רבותינו זיכרונם לברכה, דהיינו, שעל ידי העבירות הוא מהפך דברי אלוקים חיים ועושה צירופים אחרים בתורה. Because basically, what did they say? They say in the Gemara, he explains that through making an avera, you are twisting the words of the Eibishter.
Right, you're rearranging the letters.
You're twisting the tzirufim in the Torah. Like it's becoming
until you make from now it's allowed. You make right. Well, that was not allowed. You made it allowed for you.
Oy, או אומרים לרע טוב ולטוב רע. ונמצא שאפילו
Right.
בתוך העבירות.
Woe is to he who says on the bad good and the good bad. Yeah.
Yeah. רק שהוא דהיינו אותיות נמצא שאפילו בתוך העבירות מלובש שם חיות השם יתברך. It's fine that even in the averas you getting it's a bad tzirufim, but it's tzirufim of the
Eibishter. It's still the life force of God. There is no other life force.
אותיות התורה. רק שהוא בהלם, the אותיות of the Torah is still there.
Right.
But it's in a big Esther. דהיינו שמחמת העבירות הפך הצירופים של התורה עד שנעשה מאיסור יתר כנזכר לאל, עבר בשנה נעשה לו כיתר.
Right. So basically you have the letters of the Torah and they're arranged in a holy way.
Yep.
And now somebody didn't listen to God's will. What does he do? He rearranged those letters into
וזה בחינת הסתור אחס, and this is the level of one level
this is
of
the
hiding.
first level of hiding,
Yes.
that if you try hard you can find him.
This is when you have one.
Yeah.
וכשהשם יתברך נסתר ממנו בהסתרה אחת, דהיינו בחינת הנ"ל שנעשה לו כתר, גם כן קשה מאוד למצוא אותו, מאחר שכבר נעשה לו כתר, אבל עם כל זה אפשר להיגע ולחתור עד שימצא אותו יתברך שמו, מאחר שעל כל פנים יודע שנעשה לו כתר, because you know it's became, you know that you
this is why it's hard to find it. But this is why it's hard to find it, because
it's becoming for you better, but
it's not like, okay, here's the mitzvah, here's the avera, so now I'll just go back to find him. No, the problem is because you mixed up the letters, and now you, in your mind, you convinced yourself that the bad things you're doing is okay.
It's nasa look at it. You don't convince yourself that it's becoming like you're getting used to it. So it's becoming like.
I'm saying also,
but you know.
No, but what happens? You don't feel bad to the point. You don't feel bad.
You know that it become like that for you.
Which is why ultimately, if you try hard, you can find it. Why is it hard? Because you mix the letters up. It's hard.
Exactly.
You can find him still. Right, so you can still come back, even though he mixed up all the letters, and all now Averis became to him like it doesn't even bother him. But
דהיינו, מה שנפל והגיע לבחינת, נעשה לו כתר ויבקש ויחתור עד שיצא מזה, מאחר שעל כל פנים יודע מזה שנעשה לו כתר. Alright, so basically that even that you know that you fell and you came to this level, and you know that it's became the you can still look and ask the Eibishter to help you to get out of it. Because you know
that this is right. At least even though it's hard, you're in the hiding, but you know that you're in a place of hiddenness, so you can come back. Okay, very good.
Still here today. We'll see you next week.